Can you tell the story about your own freight train rides? You were talking about how the men were coming by freight train to New Orleans.
Yeah. Well, this was when I was in Texas. I was always curious about things, and I'd already tried different, not occupations, but preparations for occupations. I was in the graduate English department at the University of Texas in Austin, and decided that I didn't like English professors. I didn't like the whole academic atmosphere. It was too pompous and affected. I tried law, studied law for a year, and decided I didn't have the oral skills to come up against these extremely articulate, talkative Texans. So I gave up trying to become a lawyer, although I was very much taken by jurisprudence, the study of jurisprudence, which has a lot of philosophical basis to it. Then I went into medical school. I did my pre-medical studies in chemistry and physics, and I was in the medical school in southern port. Galveston, Texas. And did pretty well, very well actually, in anatomy. But I had to drop out because I just couldn't afford ran out of money, and there were no grants at that time for medical students. So I was thrown back into going back to social work. And while I was at the university at Austin, there was New Yorker there who was going back to New York by way of freight trains. Well, that sounded interesting, possibly very interesting to me. But I didn't know how you did it. And we started from Galveston, and he always was ahead of me, showed me what had to be done. So we'd hop on, you had to stand where the freight train either stopped for water maybe, or was moving slowly around a bend. And that's how it began. You'd climb up, I started by riding the tops, climb up the ladder that iron ladder that was along the side of the boxcar, and there was a wide platform along which the railway men would walk, and you'd go up there and stay there, and at night you'd lie in your stomach with wrap both your legs and arms around this plank and hope that during the sleep you didn't let go and then just roll off. Or you hope that when the railway men didn't come along and just throw you off, because they wouldn't just simply ask you to get off. They'd throw you off. Mm-hmm. Fortunately, that didn't happen to me. There was one fella that used to come through Arkansas, who was supposed to be really a mean bugger. I mean, he was out to really get you and throw you off, real nasty. And then sometimes you'd get inside of a car, and then the door, the switchman would close the door on you. Then it'd be pitch dark because no light could come in from the outside, and that's a dark that you never see in nature. So you'd never know who was inside with you. There was one time when I thought we were all alone, just the two of us. And when the doors were finally opened, and we were approaching St. Louis, that time the doors were opened. All of a sudden, about 40 guys in this freight car, and if you got caught, they'd throw you into jail. So you had to jump out of these cars. Well, in the first place, the floor of the boxcar is about this high, very high from the railroad track. So you had to jump way out in order to not to get caught under the wheels. So one by one, these guys just leap out. Well, I had never done a thing like that. That's a very physical thing to do. A poet isn't supposed to be able to do that. And to my amazement, one fellow had a wooden leg. I didn't see how he could do it. Well, he sailed out. He did it. I mean, he just bang, bang. He just stood. Sometimes, actually, that wooden leg may have helped him. He was a young guy. Hmm. Well, it came my turn. Oh, geez, I was sweating. Oh, this is it. I just flew out, and I made it all right. So we had some anxieties. And one day, ordinarily they didn't lock the the boxcars. But one time, the switchman did lock the cars. I thought, oh my God, we could die in here. They wouldn't know what was happening. But anyway, it was fun.
Mm-hmm.